Okay, good evening, all of you. Just wait for 2 more minutes. We'll start the class. So before we start the class, there are a few things to remember for online people. Okay. So just read out these instructions, then follow the steps to to have a best class in experience. Okay. Okay. So let's go and start the class. So before going to discuss about the FSCM, first of all, we will discuss about what is a financial accounting and what is a financial management. I hope all of you from accounting background or few of you already working in SAP, right? Only one or two members are not working in SAP. We will discuss about you later, but majorly all of you know SAP also, accounts also. So before we start FSCM, can we discuss about what is a financial accounting and what is a financial management? Okay, so can anyone tell me what is a financial accounting and a financial management? Any inputs, anyone? Okay, so let's talk about the financial accounting. If you look at our slide, already it is there that it's an accounting life cycle. When we say financial accounting, it's accounting life cycle where it starts from journal entries to final preparation of your financial statements. Understand? So this will be handled by your accountant or accounts manager, whomever is responsible. So for this, those will go and maintain all these books. This is just operations kind of thing. It is just kind of a operations. Then what is a management? What is a financial management? So that is what is we call as FSCM is about. Okay, how you manage your finance, how you manage your inflows, how you manage your outflows. There are many other aspects to financial management or financial supply chain management. Now we will go and see all of the aspects. Okay, so I don't have to discuss much on this because you already know accounting. What is accounting? And many of you working also in the SAP F5. Okay. So before going to discuss further on this, we'll complete first of all accounting. In SAP, you are all working on a FI, right? Financial accounting. Financial accounting. So what are the modules we are using in financial accounting? GL, AP, AR, asset, the other things, APP and EPS, the many things. But majorly, these are the components we use in the finance. Especially in the GL, what exactly you are doing till now?
Creation of GL account.
Okay, you do the day-to-day operations. Yeah, you create master data, transaction data, but majorly it is a day-to-day operations you enter here. And when it comes to AP, it's a vendor operations. Same way, so. And when you go for asset accounting, it is a asset operations. All of you know very well know all of these processes. once you book the operations in your SAP Finance, what is the next step? By using all these operations, you prepare ledgers, correct? So in GL, you prepare a GL ledger. Ledger in the sense, don't get confused. I'm not talking about leading ledger, non-leading ledgers. I'm talking about the books of accounts. It will update GL ledger, then it updates AP ledger, then AR ledger. Utter ledger. When we say ledger, what is it? It summarizes the balances. Summarizes the balances of all your operations. Then from here, what are you going to prepare? You prepare a trial balance. You prepare a trial balance, and finally you prepare a financial statements, such as profit and loss account, balance sheet, and other things. All of you clear on this, and all of you have experience on this. There are few people who don't know finance. For them, we will discuss after the class. Okay, but majorly all of you into this processes right now. Okay, so here it is just a day-to-day operations, and accountant will do, and you do some configurations. It is very limited area. It is very limited area. Now, when we speak about the finance management, you are managing your finance. You are managing your finance. So that is where we will be discussing about the SAP FSCM. SAP FSCM. It's in FI where we talk about only accounting, reporting, and other things. But when you go for the SAP FSCM, it's a totally different. When we say FSCM, all of you know that is financial supply chain management. What is the supply chain management? So generally we used to listen the word called supply chain management. So now in our SAP we have something called financial supply chain management, which is also called as a financial management in normal terminology. In SAP terminology, we call this as a financial supply chain management. What exactly the supply chain management in the finance? We will look into it. So there are something called inflows. There is something called outflows. Correct? When we say inflow, what do you mean by inflow? The money is coming in. The money is coming in. What kind of inflows you can have? You may have collections. What else? Collections. It is not necessary to be revenue itself. You may take loan also. It is also inflow. I am not talking about either it is a liability or asset. I am not talking in that terms. I am just talking about cash is coming in, cash is going out. When you take a loan, cash will coming in or not? Coming in. There is a lot of things to discuss, but I am giving you a very basic idea of what FICM to understand clearly. So here, for example, I take only collection. There may be interest. Okay, there may be some revenue from the some markets. We may have some revenues. There are different kind of things which we have. If I go to all of them now, you may get confused. So that's why I am going to synchronize your FI to your FSCM. In a simple manner, if I take, we will take a collections. What is a collection? It's a cash inflow from customer account to your company. Same way, in a simple manner, if you want to discuss what is outflow, it's your payments. It's your payments to your vendors. Is it clear? Let's say my collections are 10 lakhs and my payment are maybe, let's say, for example, in day one. Day one, my collections are 10 lakhs, my payments are 8 lakhs. maybe another day. Again, I'm telling you to just make you clearly understand. I'm taking days, something like this. Okay, so in this day 2, what is happening? Maybe I have 7 lakhs inflows, but outflows I have 10 lakhs. Like this on an overall quarter, on a owner in a quarter. If you take a quarter as a example, so if you take quarter as an example, how many months it included? 3 months. This is also 3 months time we are taking. In this 3 months time, you may have more inflows, you may have more outflows. As an example, if you take day 1 and day 2, is it the same inflows or outflows happen? In day 2, if you compare both the day 1 day 2, both having different inflows and outflows. If this is the case, the management can take a decision in a 1 or 2 days. They cannot make a decision. They will take at least 1 month data, 1 quarter data, or 2 months data, something like this. We took as an example quarterly data. Quarterly data. If you take quarterly data as a reference, if your cash inflow is more than outflow, more than outflow for a quarter, if your cash flow is more than a outflow per a quarter, so is your company in a good place, good position or not good position? Your inflows, let's say you have in a quarter, if you take a quarter as a one time frame, in that time frame you have inflows of rupees 1 crore, outflows is maybe 80 lakhs. Is your company in a good position or not? It is in a good position. If this is the case, your company in good position. Okay. If your cash inflows is less than outflows, in case your cash inflows is less than your outflows per quarter, then is your company in a good position? It is not in a good position. It's not in good position. Okay. Now why we discussing all these things? We are talking about good position of your company, not in a good position of your company. How are you able to understand all this data? Based on strategic planning, there are a lot of things which you have. Which strategically they will understand what is your financial position. Based on that, if your company is a good position and your profits are like 20 lakhs, your profits are 20 lakhs as per the first example. So how much cash available for you now? 20 lakhs cash available. 20 lakhs cash is available. So what will you do with the 20 lakhs cash? You do some investments, right? You do some investments or you do some fixed deposit. That's something in the treasury. There are different things. We have a money market and forex and the other things we have. We'll discuss in the upcoming classes. But understand that you have a 20 lakhs cash available as per the first case. Your cash inflows was more than outflows. The leftover balance is 20 lakhs we have. The 20 lakhs cash is available. Now by using this cash, you may do the investments. Okay, which will help to company to grow more finance. In case if this is a second case, in a second case there are 1 crore outflows, 9 lakhs inflows. Cash available? So 10 lakhs is the deficit, right? 10 lakhs is deficit. Will you do the investments? So the way which you are doing your operating company is not good, and still you need a more money. Even though you are getting a 90 lakhs collections, 90 lakhs inflows, still you need a how much amount? 10 lakhs rupees. You need a still amount. Do you have a money? You don't have a money. Then how you can do that? You can borrow the money. You can borrow the money, or you can go for the loans. There are many things which you can do. Okay, borrow the money, or in our terminology, we call as a loan. Understand? So this is the basic understanding which you need to have and throughout the FSCM. There are many other aspects. Slowly, upcoming classes we will be discussing much more things, but in a simple manner. You understand? There are few cash flows, few cash inflows, cash outflows. Out of this cash inflows and outflows, you are able to understand what is your cash position of your company. So if cash is available, you go for investments and other business developments, or if you have a deficit, you will look out for various resources to get a loan or whatever, borrowing the money from any external financial institutions. Is it clear, all of you? Yeah. Now we talk about. So tell me one question, one answer to me that in the first point, if you see, we're talking about we have more inflows than outflows. Then you're saying good position. Only you consider more inflows as a good position of your company.
Only one quarter position.
Yeah, only one quarter we have taken as an example. But in a real time, will you take only inflows as your best good position of your company? What are the other things you need to consider? We try to reduce the outflows. We try to reduce outflows and try to increase more inflows. Understand? So how to do that is we need to reduce the operation cost. Let's say if you take a second case, for example, if you take a second case, you are into 10 lakhs deficit in the first quarter. By coming to second quarter, you need to cross over this one. You should clear your loan also, and you should get more inflows than outflows. Then what is the strategic planning you're going to do? So that's what we will need to understand other things. That is, reduce the operation cost. Reduce the operations cost. So nowadays, when we say operation cost, they're taking out the employees, right? They're taking the employees. But there are many other things where they can reduce the operation cost. Unnecessary expenses they're going to reduce. Then what else? Increase efficiency of collection team. Increase efficiency of the collection team. What does it mean? Let's say in a second example, we have how much deficit? 10 lakhs. It is not real deficit actually. Whatever we want to get the collection, we are not able to get on time. That could be the reason, right? Your business perform well, but you are unable to capture the collections. So then what definitely you need to do? You need to improve the performance of your collection team, or you need to improve your efficiency of your collection team. If required, you introduce new technologies, new innovations, or give a training to the collection team. Whatever you do, you need to increase your efficiency of collection team. Understand? You made a lot of sales, but you are unable to get collections on time, which will make you into first quarter into deficit. Understand? So that means we also need to increase your efficiency of your collection team. And the next one, reduce the don't go as an employee. Nowadays they are making a lot of employee cuts, but yeah. Reduce the credit risk. Reduce the credit risk. When we say credit risk, what is the credit risk? Any idea, anyone?
ఏదైనా సేవ్ చేసినప్పుడు అవి క్రెడిట్ కి బడ్జెట్ కి మాక్సిమం క్యాష్ అమౌంట్ అనేది ఆ టైం తీసుకుంటాం.
So whenever any customer comes, we need to go through thorough credit checks, whether we can give the credit to him or not. If we can give credit to him, how much is affordable to take? All those things we need to check. So that is the reducing of your risk. For example, you are going for a loan. You have a salary of 10,000 rupees. Your salary is 10,000. Your credit score of CIBIL is maybe 800 points we have. Now you are asking 10 crores loan. Will they give? Even the interest also you cannot pay for 10 crores. Will they give? So because of your CIBIL score, if they give loan 10 crores to you, you may go to US or Bangkok somewhere, then you cannot repay. You may pay, you may not pay. We don't know, right? Future is always uncertain. So like that, in FSCM, we need to minimize the credit risk. Because if you see this second point again, how much deficit we have? 10 lakhs. Why there is a deficit? You are unable to collect the money on time. Why you are unable to collect the money on time? Whomever you want, you give any credit. Whomever you want to give a credit, you given. Now they are not paying. Then what is the core problem we have? The core problem is, however you want to give the loans, you are given the loans. Or you made a sales, whomever you want. Now you are struggling to collect the collections. You understand? So that is what the reducing the credit risk. So all these things, did we discuss anywhere in the finance? So this is a small difference if I want to make. That is a purely accounting. The transactions are happening, you're just making the postings and preparing the reports. But it is not like that. The FSM is always strategic in manner. Based on existing data, they prepare for inflows, outflows, and they will know the cash positions. And according to today's cash position, this quarter cash position, they're going to make future plans. Which area they have to improve the performance, which area they have to close the business, or which area they have to improve the business. There are many things they're going to make a decisions. You understand? So this is a basic difference which you need to understand between finance and FSCM. Any questions on this, anyone? Yeah. So there are many other aspects. Now we will discuss on this. So till here we're talking about inflows, outflows of customers and vendors, and how you can minimize the deficit is we discussed here. Okay. Coming to this reduce credit risk. How can you reduce the credit risk? For example, a company has come to you and they're asking for credit sales. Credit sales. So if you just directly give them amount, the sales, then you may not be able to collect it. That is the one thing. Another thing is, as I told you, if you have a revenue of 10,000 and if you're asking for 1 crore, it is not going to be possible. All these things, checks we make in the SAP system, which will be handled by the credit management. And this one will be handled by the collection management. There is something model called collection management. So there is another model which is a dispute management, that also part of a collection. We can speak different separately as a separate scenarios, but majorly those are the part of collection team. These are the very basics and fundamentals of your FSCM. Apart from this, there are other aspects. Now we will go and look into the SAP process. Overall, you understand what is supply chain? It is just a basic example I explained. In the upcoming classes, you understand very well. Now let's go and see what are the things we have in the FSCM in SAP. So these are the things we will be going and discussing throughout your course. We will start with the credit management. We just discussed to control to whom you need to give the credit sales or to not give to credit sales. If it is applicable for credit sales, how much we can give. All those things we will analyze and validate the things in the credit management. The next one, there is something called collection management. In the collection management, we will be discussing about what are the strategies we will use. There is something called collection strategies. we will apply a lot of collection strategies to get the collections on time. That is another component in the FSCM. And the next one we're going to discuss is dispute management. So here we will discuss about the any discrepancy in the collections, in discrepancy in the customer invoices. We will be discussing the dispute management. So these are the fundamentals of your FSCM. And then we have something called cash and liquidity management. Okay, so this cash and liquidity management is what will show you what are the inflows and what are the outflows we can have. And then we will be discussing bank communication management. So this is like a automatic payment program. It's a very high level process, we can say. It's like an automatic payment program. It's a very simple concept, this BCM, but very powerful process in a real time. Okay, which is called as a bank communication management. And then we have bank account management, where we will handle all the banks. Even in S4, in a FI4, we discuss few of the things. BAM light, you remember? So here we will discuss full BAM. License person will discuss. Understand? What we discuss in the FI BAM, that is different. This is different. But a few apps and other things will use same manner. But the function was it's totally different. And also now in a BAM, they given something called a approvers. Yeah, you know, sensitive fields vendor master data. Yeah, so that is correct. But what I am saying is different. You can approve all APP payments. I'm not talking about master. It's a master data also. It is there. There is something called the payments also. When you run the APP, it will not make the payments in the bank. There will be someone to approve it. Okay. So this combination of these two things we'll discuss that point. Okay. And finally, we will discuss about the treasury and risk management. There are a couple of again sub modules we have under this, such as money market, forex, derivatives. There are many other things, trade finance. Okay, so when it comes to treasury, we will not discuss in depth of this one. But why I keep this one is when you go for the cash and liquidity management, it is so much important to understand treasury and risk management. Okay. So because many people may think I will also complete this treasury. If I want to complete this treasury, it will take a lot of time. It's like finance again. Understand? So why I mentioned this one, without treasury, you won't get full-fledged cash liquidity management. Okay? We can do with MM, we can do with the SD, this liquidity management, the banks. But the most important thing which you need to understand is treasury. There is a FICA also it will come, but we are not going to touch on the FICA. But some basics of treasury I will create to you, and we will see how it goes to inflows into your cash and liquidity management. Okay, are there any questions, anyone? So for those who are already working in FSCM, any questions you have, or any particular thing you want to looking over, you please let me know. Okay, so as we have seen all these components, we will see what exactly credit management will do now and what collection management will do. One by one we will see now, and then I will show you a few of the Fury applications today. Then from next class onwards, we'll start the configuration of the system. So let's go into the credit management. So by now you understand what is some basic idea of credit management. Let's go and see now credit management. Okay. Anything to do with the finance, with the credit management? SAP FI? SAP FI is nothing to do with the credit management because it's totally different. Okay, so let's say Okay, there is a credit management. So the credit management. So when we discuss about the credit management, we're dealing with whom? We're dealing with the customers. We're dealing with the customers. Generally, in a AP, in AR and SD, what do you know about customer? There is a AR and there is a SD. Generally, what you used to do? You post the invoice. Maybe you do some credit memos, invoice credit memos, and finally you do the collections. In SD, you run the OTC cycle. You run the OTC cycle such as sales order, outbound delivery, billing, collection. Correct? Are you controlling anything here? You're not able to control here. Correct? You're just coming in the invoice or you giving the invoice, you're making the sales, making the invoice, getting the money. But the importance of credit management for customer is that before you entering to AR, before you entering to SD, they're going to do a lot of checks, lot of credit checks. What exactly we do here? When we say credit checks, what exactly we will do? The first thing we will check what type of company it is. What type of company it is. And the second thing what you check? We will now check date found. Date founded. Then they will check in the market what is their reputation. Reputation of the customer. How you check the reputation of the customer? There is a credit external agencies. There is external agencies for credit management. Okay, third party companies will be there. They will provide the rating for them. Understand? So external rating. Remember all these things. These are the most important. The terminology and all. Okay, so based on this, you're going to understand whether you want to give the credits or not. You understand? So maybe, for example, here you may say 10%, and date founded. Based on this, you are giving 30%, and another 15%. You are providing the rating here. This provided 5-star rating. Based on this, we are also providing 10. How much percentage we are going now? 55%. So by analyzing the one of the customer, we found that out of 100 is credit. Our as per our analysis, we found that is 50% of the credit analysis. As per our credit analysis, his rating for the credit limit is 55%. 55%. That means what? Let's say you have 1,000 points as a credit CIBIL score. Who is the best CIBIL scorer? Whom have more than 700 or 800 points. Understand? There is something called CIBIL score. Anyone has more than 700 or 800 points, they will easily get the loan because their repayments are good and many other things they will check. Where is working in software company, which software company, is it IBM or PwC or Accenture? Based on that also the scale of the loan will be changed. Same way here also. So we are taking 100%. For example, credit scoring is 100%. Out of 100%, how much is getting? 55%. How much they are expecting? Minimum they should have more than 70%. But how much they have? 55%. If this is the case, will you do the sales? You may do the sales, but you pay now, you can take the goods. Understand? You can purchase it. Maybe let's say if he's asking for 5 crores. If he's asking for 5 crores credit limit, how much we can give? We may give maybe very less. We may give 1 crore. Customer expectation is this. Customer expect to have sales on credit 5 crores. As per this analysis, we clearly say them. As per our analysis, your credit score is only 55%. We cannot go beyond the 1 crore. We cannot go beyond the 1 crore. Understand? So based on the scoring, what are we doing? We are providing only 1 crore. Is it clear? Like this, if you want to control all these things, we must use the credit management. Credit management. There are a lot many scenarios which we are going to understand. Once we start that, I will show you all of them. For now, this is the basic understanding you should have. Before the customer is going to enter into your AR or your SD, we must do some checks. How you check the checks? Based on all these parameters. There are many other parameters. For example, I told you this. Maybe even you are working in a company, software company. You are going for a loan. You are working in a startup company. You are going for a loan. They will not give the loan because the company is not a reputation company. If you are working in a KPMG or EY, Deloitte or any big 4C companies, then they'll provide. So like this, there are a lot of parameters we going to set up in the system. As a FSM consultant, we need to design all these things. Understand? So that is what the credit management is about in a simple manner. Okay, now we will talk about the next one. What is the next thing? Collection management. Yeah, before going to collection management, let me show you the things what will happen in the Fury. Majorly, I will try to go by entirely on Fury. Sometimes if that is not working, then we will go for GUI. Otherwise, it's purely on Fury. Okay, so let's go to Fury. Okay, what is this? Okay, let me just give a minute. See, right now I think it's a different role which we assign to them. Maybe what we want to go for credit management, right? Simply go to SUG the one. You can change the role here. Okay, based on your role, you can come. So what is the role we need to map? Right now, what is the role it is assigned? Accounts receivable accountant. We don't need this one. What we need? Credit management. We need a credit management. Let's go here. SAP. Yeah, this is the one. SAP underscore BR underscore credit underscore control. How are you going to know this one? This is the role. How will you understand? I'm telling you this is the role. How can you say this is the only role? I think Prolika, can you tell me? I'm saying this is the role for credit management. How can I know this is the role? Any idea, Prolika? Think okay, it's okay. I'll tell you. There is something called Fury App Library. All of you know, right? You don't have to enter T code also. See, for finance, many of the T codes you know, but here right now you don't know. But you want to know the role. Simply you come in the Fury App Library, no other source. If any other source also, don't consider that. Only you trust the source which is coming from your SAP. This is the SAP source, and all these Fury apps you can have here. Just search as a credit or something like that. See, credit management, reporting, manage credit limit, request, manage credit accounts. All this related to what? Credit management. Just click on the first one. So latest question has come again. 2602. That means latest version in this Fury app. If you go and see, how can we see here, Monica? I want to know role. Where can I find my role? We already seen, right, in S4 Finance. Forget it. Okay, where?
Implementation ఉంది ఆప్షన్ లోకి వెళ్తే కింద
So we need to go for the implementation.
డౌన్ రోల్స్ అంటారు.
See, you always remember when you go for the implementation project, this is the most important because you need to design the personas. Okay, let's say we are talking about right now credit manager, credit controller. Okay, the credit controller in a real time may not have all the functionalities which you are using right now in this role. They want to modify some roles. Then you must understand which role is to be used for whom. You may think maybe it is a security. Even though if it is a security also, end of the day, to whom they will come and ask? Your FSCM consultant. Correct? So that's what you must understand here. If we go here, there is a configuration. Then here you can see SAP underscore BR underscore credit controller. This is a business role. That's what I map here. Is it clear? There it is. Understand? This is the credit controller. Even if you look at here, this is also a credit controller. Okay. Just now, whatever we see here, process collections, all these things related to what? Is it credit management? These are related to collection process. Now, what we want to see? Credit management related applications. So that's why I changed my role in the GUI screen. Now let's go and refresh this. All this will go and the new apps will come based on your, yeah. You see now, are the same screen is coming or different screens? It's a different screens. Okay, so the first two apps it's showing you analyticals for credit management and another is analyze credit exposure. Okay, so someone has seen already just now, they've seen this report. Someone seen this report on 5 hours back, 5 hours ago. Okay, this just someone has seen. If I want to know this data as of now, what can I do? Just simply click on this one. You already know this, all the process. See, it's nothing has changed. If anything data was changed, it could have shown. So here we will check out what is the credit limit utilization for the BP for a particular business partner and what are their exposures we can have. All this technical terminology we will be discussing when we start the credit management. This is so much important, this credit exposure, we will be coming and discussing that. First, let's go and see credit limit utilization. See, credit accounts, how much we have? Greater than 80% as of today. So let's go and see, there is our company code. That is, can you tell me which is our company code here? You can simply understand. It's our is 5101. So if you go and filter it, only your company code, maybe okay, it's not there. If it is not there, I think filters. No, not that one. We have this option. Anyway, it's okay, we will see. If you don't have a company code, we can work with the UI team. There is a Fury team. We can work with them and we can add whatever the dimension you want to add. Okay, if you look at here, how we are checking out this one? Business partners, top 10 credit exposures. And if you look at this, do you see any values here? There is a 1T, 1.5T, 2T, 2.5T, 3T. What is this T? And what is this values? If you wanted to understand, just click on the tag here. Okay, tag, if you just understand, it will show you. So for the customer, what is the customer? Kancha Private Limited. For this one, the credit segment they are using KK. It is of rupees 5.53 trillion. And when we go for the FSCM, this is our customer which I created. How much we have? Okay, 1.01 B. That is our my total exposure. That is the limit for them. This is the limit for that customer. How much he has utilized? Understand? So like this, you can have a lot of analysis in this particular area. Not only this credit utilization, there are many other things which we can perform in the credit management. That is analyze credit exposure. Okay, you look at this one. Based on your exposure, you can understand this. I think these are the standard ones which they have. We will create ones. Once we will create this S classes and other things, you can clearly understand. Okay. So this risk classes and all, I am not going to discuss now. When we start the configuration, this is will play key role in the credit management. We will discuss. Most important configuration it is. Now we are going by business partner. Here also you can see exposure and credit limits. So one by one we will come and see, because right now it's all existing data and standard data we have. You cannot understand what kind of data they posted right now. So once we complete the configuration, we will post each and every record and we will see how the analytics has been updated. You remember when we discussed S4HANA Finance, we discussed cash discount forecast and other things. How simply you understand? Same way we will plan. Before going to check this Fury applications, we're going to discuss about the data. What data we will put into the system, then what is the output it is going to show to us. So that you understand very clearly. Right now you may not be able to understand. So just listen whatever it is happening. It is just to make you familiar with the FSCM. I'm going through all these screens. Next, there are customer accounts. So you can raise a credit limit request. Let's say you are saying only 1 lakh is limit for you. Customer is again and again is coming and asking, and is something different is coming with different options. So they're requesting more money. You are, as according to your analysis, you are decided to give how much? 1 crore. 1 crore you decide to give, as per our example. At least he is asking you to push to up to 1 crore 50 lakhs at least. Okay, then what accountant can do? Let me check. I will put for request. If they approve, then you are good. If they are not approved, then we cannot for the process further. Even if you go for the loan, if you are asking for 25 lakhs, their limit is only 20 lakhs. But the initiator will ask the manager and they will send a request. If that is rejected, they cannot get 25 lakhs. If that is approved, they can get the how they're managing in SAP also, we can do it from here. Okay, manage credits accounts. It makes it like a business partner. And yeah, like this, we will see on other activities which is falls under credit management. In the real time, only these apps will not be there. There are other apps also along with this. Those are the customized apps. You know, all of you developments, custom reports and all. In the same manner, we will work with the Fury team. And you can create your own Fury applications based on this data. Is it clear? Okay. From this credit management, any questions, anyone? All of you clear on this? So I have one question now. So this data, are you getting from finance or not? Are you getting all this data from finance or what? You're saying you're having only 55% rating. Right? Out of 100%, this customer has get only 55%. Is it based on your SAP FI data you're telling? It is nothing to do with the FI data. Correct? It is nothing to do with your FI data. Understand? If it is initial customer. There are many other scenarios. Going forward, we will understand. But in a basic level, to analyze the credit risk, nothing to worry about your finance. If it is existing customer, if they are into bankruptcy or other things, there are many other scenarios we have, then we will consider FI data. Otherwise, we will not consider finance data. This is briefly about the credit management. What is the next one we have? Collection management. So what do you mean by collection management?
Give the loans, give the collection.
Sorry?
If you give the loan,
Whatever happening in
collect the money
credit
from
management, we are going to do it.
on the
And the credit is the collections.
Okay, so let's see. So till in F5, sales cycle means from where you started? Order, sales order, product inquiry, like this. But if you are introducing FSCM, it is not that. First of all, you need to do the credit analysis. From there, the cycle will start. From there, the cycle will start. If they are okay to go with this, then only we will go for the further finance or SD process. That is clear. Now, based on these checks, we provide a credit limit for him is 1 crore on 1 week basis, 1 week payment basis. We are not giving much time. We are providing 1 crore credit sale to you, pay within 1 week. Maybe if you are negotiating, maybe up to 10 days, maximum 15 days, it may go. Beyond that, they cannot give based on this credit scoring. Credit scoring. Okay, they accepted it and they gone for 1 crore credit sale, maybe 15 days of time. 15 days of time. Once it is moving to 16th day, what will happen? It become overdue. It become overdue. So this process where it happens. So now after this credit checking, we are providing how much sale? 1 crore. This 1 crore where it has to be added? This 1 crore where it has to be processed? Is it in FSCM or is it in a finance or is it in SD? They given a 1 crore credit limit. They given 1 crore credit limit. The credit limit. So they have to utilize. How they can utilize? How system will understand? They have utilized the credit limit by posting the actuals. Okay, till now whatever 1 crore, the score, based on the score we given credit limit, is it a financial impact anything? No, nothing impacting your trial balance, nothing impacting your profit and loss account. You just provided, this is their limit. Beyond that, they should not go for the sales. Now, we need to perform the sale. We need to perform the delivery. We need to perform the billing also. If it is SD. If you are going only with the AR, if you are going with the only accounts receivable, directly will provide the invoice, finance invoice. But major things will happen through SD only. Okay. So now how much limit they are providing? 1 crore. Now sales team is raising a sale order for 2 crores. Will it happen? Will that happen or not? Any idea? See, credit management team updated the system that this customer only applicable for 1 crore. But sale team, maybe they enter 2 crores. Is it going to allow? Will it allow sale order? Sale order. Yeah, correct. So this we will decide. We will sit with our client whether it has to be allowed or not. That is up to client decision. Some clients, they want to do smooth dealing with the customer. What they will do, they will raise a sale order, but they won't do the delivery, they won't do the billing. You understand? Some clients, they don't want to lose the customers. So they will give a sale order, they will raise a sale order, but delivery will not happen. They'll block the delivery. Understand? So like this, there are various aspects we have. Understand? So after credit management, we are going to AR or SD. Majorly, we will go into the SD. In the SD, they're trying to post 2 crores, it is not going to allow. Understand? Maybe there will be chance to manipulate, right? It's okay, you raise a sale order also. We cannot say, right? So we need a systematic control in the system. Okay? So that's what we will go and make into the credit management, 1 crore. The same will reflect into your sale order. Now the question is whether this sale order should allow or not more than 1 crore. Understand? So in some cases that is up to client. As I told you, it's all decision of the client. If they want to go beyond that, they can go, but we will block the delivery and billing. Okay. But some clients, they don't want to give sale order also. In such cases, even you cannot create the sale order. Let's say now customer take sales for 8 lakhs. Out of 1 crores, how much they receive? We send the sale order 80 lakhs and deliver also has happened. Let me put here like this. We did the sale order also. How much? 80 lakhs. And outbound delivery also happened for 80 lakhs. And then billing happened for 80 lakhs. Is it clear? So this is our work. We completed our side. His limit is 1 crore, but he purchased 80 lakhs only for now. Now we given delivery also and billing also we given. What is the next step we have? Collection. All of you know, right? It's a collection. So who will manage the collection? We will manage, or customer will give money. That is not our part now. They have to give the money. They have to give the money. How many due days we have? 15 days. The collection has to happen. How much? 18 lakhs. Within how many days? Within 15 days. In a 16th day, what will happen? 16th day, it will become overdue. In 16th day, it become overdue. Then what is the next process? Sorry? When you send the dunning notices, we will give 10 days overdue, right? So 15 days we given time to them. 16th day it become overdue. Then when we go to the dunning after 10 days, that means 25th day. 25th day we are sending first notice. Understand? And then after 35 days we are sending second notice. This is excluding normal, it is including normal days also. The next one, 45 days. All of you understand? Is not responding now. Is not responding. What to do? No legal notice. What is the next step? We will send this data to collection team now. So the step which you see out after billing, there is a collection also. That is not collection team. We will receive the collection from the customer. Accountant will be there, right? Accountant will write accounting entry. That from this customer we receive a so and so collection. We will book the entry. You understand? You're supposed to issue this collection. Maybe I put incorrectly. Maybe sorry for that. But yeah, nothing to do here. Collection team will enter after dunning. It's a vice versa. Some clients, they want to use soft notices. They will send email notices to just remind them. After that, they will go for the collection team. Some clients, they will do 2 notices. They will go for the collection team, or they will go for the first collection team. Finally, they will give 1 dunning letter, legal notice. So different companies will follow the different procedure. But the best practice which we can use is we may give dunning notices. Then we go for the collection team. Is it clear? Still, he is not responding to your emails, and even they are not making any payments to you. Then what you need to do? There is separate team for you. There is separate team, collection specialist. That is where the collection management is going to come. Understand? So this is where the collection team will come into picture. This is a collection management. What collection management will do? If anyone has credit card, if you are not paying on time, then you know what is the collection team. They will call every day 5 times to you, 10 times to you. You see any of your friends who is not making loans on time, they'll get lot of calls. Who are those calls? From where those calls are coming? From recovery. It's not recovery, it's their collection team. Collection team. No, that is different again. Even the collection team, they're calling, they're not responding. It's been 1 month now. Collection team is calling to them, they're not responding to the phones. They started calling their relatives also, they are also not responding. Then what they will do? They'll come to your home. That is the recovery team. You understand? Recovery team will come to your home and it's a part of collection only, but it's a recovery team. Understand? So in a collection process, they start doing the calls to customers. Sometimes they send the emails to customers. They will send the post letters, notice in the postal, notice in the. They will reach out to you, customer. How many ways we have? All the ways they will use and try to connect with your customer. So this is what the collection team is going to perform. You understand? So here in the collection management, there are many other things which you need to understand. The thing which you need to understand is customer behavior. Okay? So some customers not lifting the phone. Not lifting the phone. Some customers lifting the phone, what they will say? Some customers lifting the phone, they are saying what? We will pay. When you will pay? You will pay when? They will say next week or next month, something like this. Okay? Okay. What some people will say? So I purchase for 1 lakh, you given a bill for 10 lakhs. Some people will say. Or some people will say, the 10 products I purchased, one of the product is dispute. I mean, product is not good. He used also, bill also came, now he's saying, when we collection team is calling, he's saying that one of the product out of 10 quantity of product, one of the quantity of the product is not working good. I will not pay. What he's saying is, he will pay. He's saying he's lifting the call and he's saying he will pay. But he will not pay for 10 quantity. He will only pay for 9 quantity. If he has to pay 10 quantity also, half payment only I will pay. That's what he's saying. Then what we will do? Everything they will record in the collection management. You understand? So whenever you call to the customer, from the collection department, whatever you speak, everything they will make a record. That is what the collection management. So under this, there are many other functionalities which we have in S4HANA. You see what you see different SAP earlier. Now the SAP which you see is totally different. Here everything you can track. Okay. There are some functionalities called promise to pay, disputes, resubmission. Okay. So like these are different kind of things we have. We will discuss when we go for that. But you understand now this process, what we are discussing now? Clear? Okay, this is what we call as a collection management. We will just go and see how Fury looks like for the collection management. Okay, before going to see that Fury, can you tell me anything to do with the finance data here? In the collection department, anything to do with the finance data? Nothing to do with the finance data? Okay. Anything to do with the finance data, with the collection management? So this entire amount coming from where? This 8 lakhs is coming from where? Finance or sales? Finance and sales. That means you need a data from finance. You need a data from sales. Understand? For credit management, up to certain new customers, we don't need FI data. But if it is existing customer, we need some part of FI data. But when it comes to collection, this collection team will only work on your finance data. Is it clear? And your sales data or maybe FISD data. Is it clear? So that is the reason why it is important to understand some part of the finance. Understand? So now we will go and see some Fury apps for the collection management. So how to see that? Same role you can go and check collections, you can get it. But here we get some different roles, FICA roles and all, it will come. So I found is the one, I will just add that here. One more thing you need to remember when you take a server, any server outside, you make sure that you don't have all the roles assigned here. You should have only particular role. Then only Fury will work very speed. Maybe you are seeing many times many of the people facing Fury issues because they will add all the roles. You need only one Fury app, but you will add 100 Fury apps, which is not necessary for you. Understand? So it is not necessary to keep all the roles. If you are working for credit management or practicing for credit management, only keep the credit management. If you are working for collection management or dispute, only keep the collection related. Okay. If you are working for bank account, you only keep the cash manager, something like that. Just go and see. I'm going to select AR manager. Who is this guy? Accounts receivable manager, because it's a finance data only, right? Sales and finance data. So right now, if you see the Fury, what is the data we can see? Credit management. We can see credit management. As I change the role, just go and refresh. You can see this. Now you see the credit management. It's totally about your receivables. It's totally about your receivables. So there is a overdue receivables. There is a reprocessing rate, day sales outstanding, days beyond, terms, dunning level distribution. And then next one, it is nothing to do with the collection management. The next one is what? Collection management. Supervised collection, work list, collection process, promise to pay, collection tracker. As I told you, dispute and collection, in a way, both are handling by the same role. So that's why we have what? Analyticals for dispute management. We just discussed that dispute means. We'll discuss in the again after these collections. So these are the things, but these are not useful for us. To start with the collection management, it is not going to work because you see all of this what? Analyticals. Okay. So before going to go for the analyticals, we need some data for accountant. Okay. This role we added for account receivable manager. We will remove this role. We will add the accountant. Let's go to here. Just remove this. You don't worry, in the real time they will add that. Okay, security people they will add. Here we have some role related to accountant. Let's see. Yeah, you see here there is a AR accountant. There are different countries, they have different role. For India, one role we have, for Italy, for Japan, like this. But we will just check a generalized accounts receivable accountant. Just click on execute this. So we map the accounts receivable accountant. Let's go here. Now all this will go off and we will see the work list. Yeah, you see, is it the same or different? It is a different. Okay, accounts manager, accounts receivable manager role is different. Accountant role is different. So here majorly in our process, this one will be using. As I told you, we will call to the customer. We will do the resubmission. What they are saying, next week I will pay. What is that? They are promising to pay next week. They are promised to pay next month. Or sometimes they will say that So I cannot pay entirely one at a time. I'll pay in installments. Okay, like this, there are different kind of things which we have. So all of this we can handle with the through process collections work list. So under our Crippen user, there are two collections pending. You see how many collections are pending? When I say open item, these are the invoices only. Okay, but it is not about the two invoices, it is about the two business partners. You understand? And even if you look at here, what is the symbol? Call to the user, call to customer. How many open items we have? Two open items. That means two customers, it's not a invoices. Okay, one customer outstanding how much? 1029. Overdue also how much? 1029. Second customer 550 and 550. Understand? So now just go and process this. Just click on that. You see here there are different processes you can do here. One person will not pick up the call. One person will say next week I will pay. Another person, there is a dispute. All these things we can come and record in the system here. Understand? So if you wanted to use this collection management in the SAP, in ECC it was not the functionality. We don't have much functionality for this. We used to use the third-party tools. In my client, we are using some tool that is Serela. Maybe I'll show some of the documents once this collection process is completed. They were always using third-party tools to get this data, and they used to maintain this data. Now they don't have to use that license now. They don't need Empress for that tool again. They just need a Fury app license for this. Then that's all. I think this is a free. For this, they don't have to pay any extra license. So now if you look at this one, this is a business partner. For this, what is a collection segment they are into? I just made a collection group. There are different kind of collection groups which we have. And then what is the risk class? ID for this. I told you right in credit management. We'll discuss more on the risk class when we go for configurations. We will see that. How much credit limit this guy has? 1000. But how much he utilized? 10% extra utilized. This is all client requirements. However, they want to design the system, we will design. Once we go into all these scenarios, I will show you how to exceed the limit, how to not exceed the limit. If limit exceed, what has to be blocked, what has to be not blocked. If there is a down payment, if there is FI invoices, there are many lot of things which you have. And the other things which we need to understand is automatically it has to go for credit team. If certain limits reaches, you don't have to create anything manually. Automatically it has to create some ticket to the credit manager. So this is very basics which you need to understand. Don't think much something else. Don't do any imagination. We will see one by one clearly. Now there is a sticky notes. So last time when you call to the customer, you write something, you want to ask this question at any cost to him. You just write a sticky note. Okay, so you have in a laptop sticky notes, right? Like that you can write something customer 123 for example. So whenever you open this collection person, it directly will show you stick note. It's taking time to update. Okay. Yeah, you see, it is going to update here. And this also will update automatically due date train, due date grade. We will see one by one once we go for this process. Okay, meanwhile, let's go down and see. So here, if you look at this one, how many invoices we have right now? Why there is no invoices? Because we already called to them. They responded. What they are saying is, there is some dispute. There is some dispute. See how many disputes they created? They create 3 disputes. All of them, what is the period of this one? medium priority of disputes. Let's go and see. If you go and see here, it will take you to manage disputes app. See, when I added one role, it is taking this much time. So if you have 10 roles, it is not going to respond even. Okay, so you make sure whatever server you take, the roles are properly mapped. Let's wait. So this is the dispute case. How much they disputed? 199 rupees. And then you can see all of this. Who is the processor? As a person responsible is Ashok. Amount is 199. And there will be notes also, I think. I go here. They could have written the notes also. Here in the notes, there are different types of notes. Slow this. No notes. Okay, no notes are there. So if you want to attach some copy of this one, you can also attach it here. This is the one case. There is another cases, right? There is again what? Promise to pay. In promise to pay, what he said is, I will pay next week. We'll ask what is the date. Because till the date we will not call them again. So that's what we will update here. Let's see. Okay, so right now, do you see any promise to pay for this customer? No. He said what? Disputed. That's why there is no promise to pay. Okay, and there is a submission, collection contact, comparison notes. There are many other things which we're going to discuss during the collection management. Next customer we'll see maybe. There is one customer I written promise to pay. Okay. So here also, do you see any invoices? There is no invoice. Let's see dispute cases. Here also there is a dispute case. What is the reason they do the dispute? Late delivery. Because late delivery, so late delivery also you go for dispute. It may happen, right? Because of the delay in the delivery, customer business may get impacted. Like this, it is there. And let's go and see promise to pay if it is there. There is no promise to pay. There is no resubmission, collection contacts. So these things we will discuss one by one when we go for the scenarios. We written a sticky note, right? Let's see sticky note. If there is any. Sticky note. I think it was not updated again. Let's change. Okay. So this is the collection process. Now we will go and see the disputes. What is the disputes? Why we will go for the disputes? I look at this one. This sticky note is coming up with the. But they will not write like this. They will write some important notes. By opening this case itself, they will understand. Okay. So sometimes they will work in the different ships. Maybe they'll simply write sticky note. Just take over this, something like this. See customer. Even if you want to change this one, you can simply go here, remove this. Okay. So all of you clear on credit management and collection management? What is the next one? There is something called dispute management. The name itself is dispute. What do you mean by dispute? Some fighting, some issues between two parties, right? Issue between two parties. So for this, do you need any finance data? For dispute management, do you need any finance data? You need a finance data? You need? Why you need finance data?
They say we are disputing this one's only quantity.
Yeah, because it is also part of collection. Part of collection. If you want to move the file from finance to collection team, definitely you should have a data in the finance. The same thing what we discuss here is this here the collection team is performing calls, emails, or whatever it is. Okay. So in the same manner, there is a dispute management in the collection department. When I say dispute management, this will be handled by separate team. So what they will do is, why they will go for the dispute management? There is any price variance. They are not paying money. Understand? They are supposed to make payment within 15 days. It's been 25 days. They are not making the money. And after 20 days also they are not making the payment money. Now collection team calling to them. Why you are not making the payment? Sir, I am ready to make the payment, but the prices vary. Which I purchased and which you send the bill is a fair. Understand? So they will keep into the hole for collection team and they will investigate why it is coming, the price difference. If it is actually the case, then they will reduce the invoice amount and they will resend the invoice. Otherwise, if that is the correct, they will ask you to, they will create a dispute case. Once collection is completed, they will close the dispute case. Or if really there is a variance, what they will do, they will cancel the invoice, they will resubmit the invoice to customer. Then also they will close the dispute case. So if there is any price variance or if there is any quantity variance, any damage, any late delivery, which is impacting customer business, they may raise a concern that I am ready to pay. Before I am going to make a payment, please resolve this problem. During this delivery, during this sales process of this particular product, I face this problem. Please resolve my problem. Maybe then only I can pay the amount. It is not that he's not able to pay. He's able to pay, but due to some issue in the sales process, he is having a dispute case. That is what we will handle in the disputes management. It's very simple one. Okay, so let's go and see. Go to home page. Okay, there is a disputes here itself. I think there are few apps are not loading here. Okay, I'll check this why it is not loading. You can create a dispute cases here and you can manage the dispute case. Okay. This is the dispute management. These are the basic components of your FSCM. Okay. Then apart from this, there is a little more complex or little more sophisticated technology, that is cash and liquidity management. So now we will talk about the cash and liquidity management. Before switching into cash and liquidity management, anyone has any questions here? This first 3 chapters is majorly related to AR and ST. All of them are related to your customers majorly. Okay. Now when you go for the cash and liquidity management, it's a totally different functionality itself. Okay, before going to next this one, anyone has any questions from online people? Kranti or Pravalika, Ravindra.
No, I'm good.
If you have any questions, you can just message in the chat. Maybe I'll check. Okay.
Sure, definitely.
So now we will speak about the cash and liquidity management. This is very big concept actually. In cash and liquidity management, the BCM will come. The bank account management will come. Both of them will come under cash and liquidity management. In the current class, we will not discuss much on the BCM and bank account management. We will show you high level how the cash and liquidity management is going to work in terms of forecasting and liquidity items management. Okay, so now we'll talk about the cash and liquidity management. So, as per your knowledge, anyone has any idea of cash and liquidity management? No idea. So, let's go and see. Till now, what are the modules you know? FI. You know FI integration. You know SD, FISD integration. Then you know FI asset accounting integration. Then you know FI CO integration. What does it mean? Any data you post in where it will go? It will go to FI. Any data you post in SD, it will go to FI. Asset, it will go to FI. CO, it will go to. Sometimes CO data will take from finance and CO data come to finance. It's a vice versa sometimes. But majorly these are integrations we have. The major data will come and store into FI, especially into your GL. Why it is coming and storing there? You want to understand what is the trial balance position. Understand? That's what, right? It is also same kind of a thing. Cash and liquidity. It's not the same, but it's a kind of a same thing. So here in cash and liquidity management, in the same manner we will discuss that how the inflows is happening, how the outflows is happening. But it is a very sophisticated way we can see it here. In the finance, what we see, what debited, what credited from what is debited, what is credited from SD, asset and CO. Okay. So this is what in FI we have seen. In FSCM, especially cash and liquidity management, all the models will be integrated with that. Because every model will have inflows. Few will have inflows, few will have outflows. So definitely all of them should be integrated to your FSCM, not for finance. Finance has to integrate, has to integrate, SD has to integrate, and asset we will not consider. Treasury has to integrate. Okay, so let's see. This is just example purpose I provided this one. Just you know this integration side. Why we are integrating all the data you want to bring from SD asset to your finance. The same way in cash and liquidity management, all the inflows and outflows will bring from SD, treasury, and finance. Let's go and see. For example, there is a cash flow report, for example. Cash flow report. So what we talk about FSCM is all about? FSCM is all about strategic planning and execution of your company to work efficient in their decisions which they take, correct? So if you want to know whether your company is in good position or in a not good position, how are you going to measure? Based on inflows, outflows, and other things you consider, correct? So all of them will happen in the cash flow report. Understand? Then what about the rest of the three? Credit management, collection, and disputes. Those will help you to work efficiently to get collection on time. You understand? These three components will help you to get collections on time and reduce the risk of your credits. Okay, but what it will do, after all control, after all this systematic procedure, you are able to get in the collections properly. You are able to get the collection properly, and on time you get in the collections. Now what you need to do? Now you need to take a better decision. In the next few couple of weeks, what is my financial position? In next few months, what is my financial position? You understand? In next 2 years, what is my financial position? That is what we are going to forecast in the cash and liquidity management. So I'll show you one basic report here to make you understand some simple examples. For example, we will take a monthly report, for example. Month 1, month 2, month 3, and 4, month 5, and then month 6. So how many months we have?
6 months.
6 months. How many quarters?
2.
2 quarters. Okay, here we need to understand what are the inflows we have. What is the inflow we have? What is the outflow we have? In the month 1, what is the inflow? From where it is coming? From bank, some inflows are coming. From SD, some inflows are coming. From TRM, there are some inflows. Understand how it is going to measure? For example, in bank, in a bank, we will put some banks like there are different terminologies in treasury. I think this bank also we can consider as a part of a treasury in some of the processes. But I am taking bank as an example to show you the data. So this is coming from where? This is from FI. This is come from SD. This is coming from TRM, treasury. Okay, your bank data is 1 lakh in this month, your forecast. It continue to be same, maybe for example. This continue to be same. Now you made a sales to the customers. One customer can pay, we given a due date within 30 days. Another customer we given within 60 days. Another customer we given within 90 days. Another customer we given within 120 days. For example, to make you understand, I am taking this example. Okay, in first month I have a inflow. It is, you are not receiving it. It's a plan. It's a forecast. In the first month, how much I have? 1 minute. I will put like this. There is no change in the bank balance. It's similar. It is okay. It is going as usual. Now, when it comes to SD, I have 10 customers who need to pay within 30 days or within 1 month. That amount is of I have 50 lakhs. The other 100 vendors, 100 customers whom I need to receive collection for 70 lakhs within 60 days. More than 30 days, less than 60 days. Now I am going to month 3. Here I need to get 45 lakhs. Here I need to get only 10 lakhs. Here I need to get only 5 lakhs. Here I wanted to receive 9.5 or whatever, 9.5 lakhs, 9.6 lakhs. Okay. Now from TRM, there are different things we have: money market, foreign exchange. There are different things which we have. So let's consider money market. In the money market, we do the fixed term return, something we have, some concept. There I deposited some amount. I did some investment. Okay, I will receive fixed interest. Every month, so and so interest I am going to receive. Maybe 2 lakhs every month I am going to receive a interest. This is for 1 year, but I took an example for 6 months. I had one deposit for 1 year, which will give returns every month to me. Or end of the year, whatever the plan we have for your time, monthly, quarterly, whatever it is. So let's plan for monthly. So your monthly income, how much I have? 2 lakhs. From where you are getting this one?
Investment.
From the investment, you are getting the fixed interest. It's a fixed interest you are getting. The other things which you have in the TRM, there are many things we will not discuss now. We will go when we go for that. I will tell you. Okay, so Now, if you look at this total inflows, how much? Total inflow for first month, how much? Oh, 1 lakh plus. Okay, you know, right? 53 lakhs. This one, 73 lakhs. This one, 48 lakhs. This one, 13 lakhs. 8 lakhs. This one, 12.5 lakhs. This is overall inflows for entire 6 months. How much incoming cash you are getting? 53 plus 53 plus 48 plus 13 plus 8 plus 12.1 crore 87 lakhs. For the next after 6 months, what is your inflows position? 1 crore 87 lakhs by 50,000, right? 1 crore 87 lakhs 50,000. This is inflows. Now, what is the next one we have? Outflows. What is the outflow we have? The bank, outgoing bank. There is a outgoing bank. Maybe you put 50,000 here, 50k or 0.5 lakhs, 0.5 lakhs. Let's consider this one as I'm taking as example, and then from how much we have? So when I say this is not a open item. This is the purchase requisition. It will consider requisition also into your forecast. It will consider purchase order also into your forecast. Okay, PR and PO. Here sales, delivery, some different aspects it will take. But here it is a PR and PO. So maybe you raise a PO of 25 lakhs here, 13 lakhs here, and only 4 lakhs, and then what to do is 14.5 lakhs, and then 20 lakhs, then 50 lakhs. Okay, next one. Then you need to make the payment, AP, vendor payments you need to do. So here we consider as a SD, but here we are considering AP for vendors. So you need to pay to the vendor within 30 days. You need to pay maybe 4 lakhs. You are supposed to make a payment within 30 days. From 30 to 60 days, you need to pay maybe 11 lakhs. Okay, then 60 days to 90 days, you need to pay 8.9 lakhs. And in the month of 4th month, nothing to pay, and 5th, this nothing to pay now. Only up to 3 months you have a payments. After that, you don't have any payments in the AP. In the TRM, you borrowed the money. For example, you took some investments from other company. You are supposed to make a interest. Okay, that may be fixed interest, or maybe it's depending upon your process which you go for. So we will consider it as a fixed one. So every month you need to pay 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs interest, you are supposed to make a payment every month. Okay. So now we will calculate what is our total inflows. 1 crore 87 lakhs 50,000. Now we will calculate what is total outflow. How much? 25 plus plus 0.5. How much? 33.05 lakhs. 33.05 lakhs. Next one, 28.5 lakhs. Next one,
16.17.
okay, let's calculate. Okay, 0.5 plus 12.9 plus 4. How much? 17.4. 17.4 lakhs. 17.4 lakhs. The next one, 19 lakhs.
0.5, 14.5.
19 lakhs. Next one, 24.5 lakhs. 24.5 lakhs. Next one, 54.5 lakhs. Now, what is this value? Your outflows. We need to summarize this. All the so, okay. Next one, 33.05 plus 28.5 plus 17.4 plus 19 plus 24.05 plus 54.05. How much? 1 crore 76 lakhs 50,000. 5,000. Above 150,000, down one is 5,000. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? So, all of you online, is this clear? Any concerns here?
Clear.
Okay. Now we will understand what is your cash position. Can you tell me what is your cash position monthly basis now? We need to understand how much inflows we have, how much outflows, and then end of the month, what is our closing balance. You understand? So let's go and see. What is the in the first month? What is the total inflow?
53 lakhs.
53 lakhs. So 53 minus 33.05. How much leftover balance? How many lakhs we are saving?
90 lakhs, 95.
So for the first month, our cash position is 19 lakhs point 95. This 19 lakhs 95 you can invest somewhere. You understand? Same manner, if you go and see, this is also again 53 lakhs minus 28.5. How many lakhs? 24 lakhs point 5. Next one, 48 lakhs minus 17.4. How much this is? 30 lakhs. The next one, 13 minus 19 lakhs. So what is this? It is going to red. You need a fund here. Your funds which we have is not going to sufficient. You need more 6 lakhs. Maybe it is unseason for your business. Or maybe you making more payments. I think you paying more payments, right, than collections. You are receiving only collections and every other things. You are getting only 13 lakhs, but you making payment 90 lakhs. And here 8 lakhs minus 24.05. This is also how much we need money?
16 lakhs.
16 lakhs we need a money. Okay. That means how much it is? 24, right? The second month, the entire cash position will go to cover 4th month and 5th month. What about the 6th month? Again, 6th month is rising up again. It is coming up. 12.5 minus 54.05 lakhs. How much? It's going to more because we have less sales or collections in this month also. Understand? So now they will manage with this finance. You understand? If you're only thinking about this month, I got 19 lakhs profit, you will spend everywhere. But there is a problem, right? First 3 months is going good. Last 3 months is not going good. Last 3 months, is it happening right now? It is not happening right now. But you are able to understand what is your cash position in the future. How are you able to get all these things? Is it a planned data?
Forecast.
It is the data which is already there in the finance. It is already there in the MM. It is already there in the SD. It is already there in the TRB. You understand, all of you? This is not something you're not like doing any black magic here. By the data, by taking the data, system automatically telling you that first 3 months, first quarter will be very good for you. The second quarter is not going to be good for your company position. Understand? So recently we are seeing many things, right? Gold is going to crash, gold is going to high. How are they able to say? They're going to Swamiji's and getting this thing. How are they getting the data? Based on the data available into the system, they're making that into analyticals. Understand? So by using cash and liquidity management, we can produce these kind of reports, many reports, which we can see here. Clear? So this is what we will be discussing under cash and liquidity management. And these things we'll discuss furtherly. Once you understand these three, then we will go down and see. Or first we'll discuss these three, and then we will start with the bank communication management, and we will activate the bank account management. Then we will go for treasury. After the treasury, we will see the cash and liquidity management. Is it clear, all of you? So now we will go and see the bank management. I will not discuss much on this. We will just quickly show you. So before that, we will see one of the report for cash and liquidity management. So what is the role for this? So for this, the role is cash manager. The role is cash manager. You simply go here to the role. Let me check if there is an already. Is there any manager role? Yeah, there is a cash manager. Who is this guy? This guy is the cash manager. If you go and see Fury app library, oh my God, he will do many things. Okay. So there is a cash pool, manage cash concentration. Okay, manage bank's cash management. These are not the ones we will check now. So all these activities is going to perform. But anyway, I added into our role. Let's go and see what are the apps is going to come. Now all this is going to disappear and it will come CLM related roles and bank related roles also issues. Okay, so is there any collection, credit, and the other things? It is purely related to cash management. Purely related to cash management. We can discuss about the cash related things here. So here, what we're talking about, cash and liquidity, right? Cash flows we are checking. Go to the cash operations. If you take a license, we will go for basic. Sorry, if you don't have a license, we'll go for basic cash operations. If you have a license, we can go with the cash operations. You can see the difference. Here only how many apps they given? 5 apps they given. Okay. But when you go and see the operations here, actual cash operations, you can know cash position. How are you able to understand your cash position? By doing this all the things. Now, what is your cash position? Tell me. This one minus this one. This is your cash position. 11.45 lakhs, considering to all the summarized value. You understand? So this is your cash position. If you wanted to know this cash position, how it is being triggered, then you can go to the cash flows. This is the cash flow report. But what is the app you are seeing right now? Cash position. Our cash position is 11.04 lakhs. How it is happening? If you want to do detail level, Then we can go for cash flows. This is the cash flow analyzer. Even if you want to know how this is coming, every month you can know here. But that every month balances how you are getting, you can go and check each and every item. Whether it is coming from finance or treasury or or SD. Understand? So now let's go and see cash position. We will put a particular company code if anything is available. Let's go on to 1710 if it is there. Yeah, it is there. 1710. Okay, just click on this. If you don't know the value, how much it is, you can just click on. Is it a minus or plus? It's a minus. It's in a minus. It's in a good position or not good position? It is not in a good position. How much minus we have? That means what? 8,44,000 euros. 8,44,000 euros are into minus. This is the company position. Which company it is? We put right 1710. This is by country it is showing you, and put it by company. Let me change this one. Put like this. So what is the company code? 1710. I selected this differently. This one column chart. Let's see what comes. Okay. So what is our position? Minus. It's downwards. You see there is a midline. It is down. It is showing you. If it is good position, it will be in a up position. So let me add. Sorry. Let me add our company code. What is our company code? 5101. 5101. So 5101, is it in a good position or bad position? It is in a good position. How much value? Do you know exactly what? You just click on this one, it shows. How much? 31.42k thousand in euros. Okay, so let's go and see. First of all, 1710 company code. 1710. Here in 1710, let's go and see this. I wanted to know. It is showing both the company codes now. You see, there is a 5101. There is a it's in both of them. I want to show only ours on this. Five one zero one at the same time. 1710. No, 1710. 1710. Let's see. So ours is 5101, 1710 and 1710 ZT. This company code is ZT01. This is someone copied this, I think. Generally, when you go and practice, always remember that any mistake you're doing, you go and refer the 1710. That is a model company. Nowadays, they're providing for you. So here, there are three companies we are checking the balance. One is in a good position. Not what do you say? It's not very much good. It's okay. But when you look at the company code 1710, company code ZT01, both are not in a good position. They're expected to pay, or outflows are more in a forecast. So they need to correct these things in upcoming quarters. Now I wanted to know how this 32,000.42k is coming in the euros. What can I do? Just click on this data. I can go and see cash flow analyzer. It will show why it is coming 31,042k here. See for how many, what is this time period? D3 means it will show 7 days forecast. Day 1 how much, day 2 how much, day 3 how much. If I want to see week wise, I can put week. If I want to see month wise, I can put a month. And it shows you what is the inflow and what is the outflow, all the information it come and show. So there is INR currency, it is source, and there is a USD also. INR is our local currency, USD it is showing the, from the system. Okay, so this is from banks. This is from not from the banks. This is something else, somewhere else. Okay, we will see what are the inflows and outflows we have. So there are few inflows and few outflows. Which one is inflow? Which one is outflow? You see, red is outflows, green is inflows. You understand? This is non-banking operations. This is non-banking operations, and there is something called bank-related process. From bank, we have only outflow. I think we are in only outflow. Okay, you remember in a GL master data, there is something called planning level relevant cash flow. Relevant cash flow. Above that, there is a one field. No, no. You give a house bank account ID under fields as group. There is a planning level, something called. From there it triggers. Okay, but that is not the only one. There are many configurations which we need to go through. We will see that. Is it clear? This is your 5101 company cash flow. What about the rest of the two company codes? Why those are into minus? How we will understand? Just click on this. It is having only 67K minus. Just go and see cash flow analyzer. You can clearly understand here how many inflows they have, how many outflows they have. So here they are coming with the euro and USD. In our company code it was INR USD. Just go and see here company code ZT01. See there is a non-bank transactions. See there are only one outflow and one inflow. There is a bank. What is this bank? Treasury main. Okay, so I will show you this once we set up our own data from treasury also. I'll show. Okay, there are few inflows and few outflows. What is a PR? What is a F0? All these things we will discuss in upcoming classes. It's a part of configuration. We will discuss them. Is it clear? So let's see outflow. They have how much? 1,000 euro and inflow 33. So which one is a more? Inflow is more, right? Then let's look at the bank. In the bank, you see in the bank we will know this is outflow 99009, outflow 21300. This is inflow 1013. This is total. So there is no here. Then why it is coming? We will check. The inflow is less, but it should not come, right? There is no value. Why it is coming? I'm checking. See here there is a 0, right? Then why it is coming? If there is a 0, it should not come. So maybe monthly they could have done something like this. See in future it is there. Up to 14th February it is not there. Up to next week nothing is there. Maybe why it is coming like this is I put a day. Let's put into month. I want to check for 3 months. Month 1, month 2 and month 3. Maybe in future we may have. Sorry. So as of last this from to next week onwards, up to next week, we are in good position in the cash. But after that, our position is not going to good. If you look at here, okay, so see here they have more Inflows also they have. Okay, we will create our own data, but overall you understand what is the meaning of this one? We will create our own data. We will create one data from FI. I will show you SD and other things I will show you, so that end of the day you understand how this cash and liquidity management is going to work. Is it clear? So this is what we call as a cash and liquidity management. Okay. Yeah. Now we will go and discuss about the bank communication management. What is the bank communication management? I will not discuss much on this. I want to complete this content. So next class, I start configuration. That's why I'm extending. So yeah, now tell me bank communication management. What does it mean? Anything to do with the finance here? In the finance module, anything to do with this? There is something to do with the finance. Okay. We made the payment, right? We made vendor payments. That file will generate, it will go to the bank. Can anyone tell me what is the APP process from start to end?
First invoice and then make a payment.
Invoice, payment,
It will generate a payment file and it will go to
payment file.
third party is a bank.
Storage.
PA will pick up the file, or bank, EDA, or wherever, it will go to the bank finally. Understand? Okay. So here, the requirement is that as soon as you run the APP, I don't want to generate a file. I want to generate a file, but I don't want to send it to bank. Before going to bank, I need a multi-level approval. If it is only 5 lakhs, automatically it has to go. Automatically file has to generate and it has to go to the bank. If it is a 10 lakhs, I need a 1 level approval. If it is a 30 lakhs, I need a 2 levels approval. If it is a 1 crore, I need a 3 levels of approval. How many levels we have? 3 to 5 levels approvals I need. That is what exactly we call as a bank communication management. So in S4HANA, it's been totally changed. Okay. Some ABAP help we may need, but we will see. Maybe all of you know flexible workflow, right? In S4HANA, workflow has been changed. I mean, you don't have to write a program. You don't have to write a program in S4HANA. We are seeing some terminology, that flexible workflow. Okay, the flexible workflow is not going for all the modules right now. Right now, it is only enabled for bank process. Bank process, in some process, the MM. Okay, one of the process is this. Understand? Earlier, they used to write some kind of workflows in the technical team. Now it is a flexible workflow. As a part of flexible workflow, you can set up functionally this approval process. So that as soon as you run the APP, it will go to the some kind of approval. Once you approve it, it will go for. Not only that. That is one thing. That is one thing. What is another thing is grouping of the payments. So let's say there is a one vendor. Morning you paid one time through APP. In the afternoon you paid one more time, same vendor, another APP. And the end of the evening you send another payment, same vendor. For vendor, how many payments you do? One vendor? 3 payments. Okay. So can you do anything in the finance for this? I don't want to do 3 times, 4 times same vendor in a day. What we will do is we will do the multiple APP into one payment group. So we will do the batch. Which in Accenture you use? So there is a batch, right? There will be a payment APP batch. The batch will generate to go for the approval only. Understand? So that happens through your bank communication management. Sometimes they want to go for particular company code wise. They want to go by particular payment method wise. There are different logics which we need to provide. Understand? So one thing is it will go for the approval. Okay. Another thing is, let me write here. The first thing is payment. Let me write a process. Okay. This is the FI process. You understand? But when it comes to the BCM. What happens in the BCM? Bank Communication Management. Here also it's the same process. You can have invoice. You can pay the amount. Where you run F00, file will generate, then it will create the batch. It will create the batch. Once it creates the batch, what it will do? Approval. It will go to approvals. Approve or reject. Then file will go to the bank. File will go to A11. A11. Then rest of the process is same. PI. Then it will go to bank. Or sometimes you can also set up host to host. You can connect host to host connection. So you are using host to host connection, Lila? Okay, you just know the process. No, I'm asking you. You're saying confident, right? I'm asking you whether you use now. Accenture you used. Okay. So which bank it is? Not human. Yeah. So it happens through batch wise and others. You can also send through A11 also. You can also send through host to host connection. Okay. So whoever here approving the credentials, the same credentials will be used in the bank. Then the payment is going to happen. Understand? So not only this, here one thing what we discussing, approval, BCM approval process. What is another one we will discuss here is we will go for the batch payments. We will go for the batch payments, batch generation. So there is an invoice. You run the payment one. Where you run the payment one? Same in F10, you run the payment one. Again, what are you going to do? Again, you run the APP. Payment 2. Next one. There is a payment 3. How many APP you completed now? You completed 3 payments. But how many payments will go to the bank? It will go to bank only 1 payment. Because it will create the batch 1. With 3 payments, payment IDs, with 3 payment IDs, 1 batch will be created. One batch will be created. Then again, rest of the things is same process. Approval may be there, may not be there. Right now we are using automatic. In my client, it's automatic. You can set up in the system. There are many rules you can understand. Okay. So purely technical, all these modules, what you see, credit, collection, disputes, you need some little bit technical. And the sense, not in the terms of coding, validations, that kind of knowledge you need. You need some combination logics. So based on that, it is going to work. So here, this batch on which basis it has to work. That's what we're going to design in the system. Whether it is by paying company code or by vendor or by payment method. How you doing?
Payment method.
So majorly it will be on payment method. But for you to understand, I take some one vendor or different aspects I will take to show you. But majorly, even we are also going with the payment methods. That is the one thing. Another thing which you need to remember is there are different payments. In my process, I think one of the process they have in my client, they're following for all FI payments. They're into one batch. They will send into one batch, and treasury payments they will send into another batch. HR payments they will send into another batch. Understand? So likewise, it will be there. If it is only FI related, majorly they will go with the payment method. Okay. This is another thing. What is another thing? Any idea, anyone? The another thing is that the status, account status or statement status. So you run the app, payment approved, bank received. Okay, payment happened in bank, statement sent by bank, statement sent by bank. Then what else? Lila, look, any idea? Then EBS completed or not. So these are the things we are going to discuss. It's not a much big module. It's very simple module. So I'll show few of the things I cannot show you here. Few of the things I can show. Whichever I will show you, I can show you. Okay. For your level, it will be managed. If you are going more than 7-8 years of experience, then it's necessary, because this statuses and this approval, if you want to do, we need some technical help, ABAP help we needed. If you can engage them, maybe I'll show you. Otherwise, up to how much extent I can show you, I can show you. Okay. So this is the BCM. The next one, what we have? There's something called bank account management. So this is entirely talk about it's a totally different process compared to ECC. You cannot compare this BAM functionality with the ECC at all. It's totally different. Understand? So I'll not discuss much on this, but I'll just give what are the things we can cover here. There is a bank account management. So it handles creation of bank accounts, then changes of bank accounts, approval of bank accounts, and then also it handles APP payments. See, just now we discussed in the BCM, you remember? In BCM, there is approval pattern. Earlier, only if you are going with the BCM, we need a lot of workflow consultant should be there, then they need to design. Now you may listening that there is a flexible workflow in S4HANA. Because of that, they are controlling the payment approvals for APP through bank account management. So third point is different. This one is different. Approve APP payments. Approve F110 payments, and also next one, it does cash pooling. Cash pooling will happen in the other one, but we can do the bank to bank transfer. There are many things which we have. Okay, so all these things will be covered under this process. Understand? And then finally we will go to the treasury and risk management. The treasury and risk management, we will see basics of theorems, such as we will go through the money market, then forex, derivatives. It's like MBA unit, right? Okay, then there is something called trade finance, There's something called debt recovery management and other things. There are many things we have in the treasury and risk management, but we will discuss all these things to help to generate a cash flows. Understand? And also we will run few of the automatic payments from TRM. Okay. So this is what the things we're going to discuss in the this course. And this is the first batch. As I told you, I planned for 50 hours. Let's see how it goes. Maybe it will go up and some hours extra, 10 to 20 hours. Okay. If you wanted to know TRM, again, you need to go for separate course as a TRM. It is not. It cannot be part of a this FSCM. All is part of FSCM only, but this all components will be included, and treasury itself they will consider a separate thing. Okay. So there are a lot of financial instruments which we have, product types. There are many things which will take a lot of time. Okay. So this is the plan and this is the course content which we're going to discuss throughout the upcoming weekends. Okay. So are there any questions? Anyone? Online people, you can message me in the chat or something. You can speak. Okay. So let me stop the recording here.